G'day and welcome back to RC Model Reviews. I'm looking at an FPV camera today, a standard definition FPV video camera. This is what we use for our live video out through the video transmitter that goes down to our goggles or our LCD on the ground. So these cameras are quite important, and there's generally been one or two cameras that a lot of people have used, including myself. Originally, when we started off with all this FPV stuff, there was the 600 TV line camera, and that works really well. A few downsides on this 600 TV line board camera: it only works on 12 volts, so if you're running more than 12 volts you've got to put a regulator. If you're running less than 12 volts, well, you've got to put a boost regulator on there or figure some other way of doing it. These have been solid, reliable, they're really good. There's versions from Surveil Zone, Security Camera 2000, from all over the place, because every man and his dog seems to make these, and as I say, they just work really well. But times move on, and now more of our models are using different battery voltages. A lot of mini quads run 3 cells or 4 cells interchangeably, and I tend to do that a lot as well. When I'm running for proximity flying through trees and things, I often just use 3 cells, but for racing and doing aerobatics, then yeah, 4 cell gives you extra punch. So that's when something like this came along. This is the HS1177. This is an old one which is broken because I've crashed it. Look at the front. Crashed it too many times. But this has the advantage that it has a case. I've got one on a piece of core flute here, so you can see this is a newer one. This one actually works. So we've got this bracket which makes it easy to mount. You can tilt it for mini quad operations. You can get the right angle, really easy to use. And they're a really, really nice camera. I use them a lot now, in preference to the board cameras, because tilting a board camera can be a little bit problematic. Now, the new camera that we're looking at today is this one. It's the HS1177m, and it doesn't come with that red bracket. It comes like that. That's how it comes. And to compare it to the HS117, you can see that it's a bit longer like that, but it's a bit narrower and a bit shorter. So it's not as big in terms of its cross-sectional area, but it is a bit longer. And it doesn't have any mounting facility as standard. And I thought, initially you might think, whoa, how are you going to mount that? You know, hot glue, what are you going to do with it? Well, of course, that red bracket I had on before is the glue that slips over the barrel of the camera. It doesn't come with a red bracket, but a lot of the new mini quad FPV racing kits do come with these little brackets for mounting. The DL180 that I am reviewing at the moment, and that's what this is off, comes with this little red bracket which goes around the barrel, and that therefore enables you to grip the camera firmly. And then of course it can be tilted because there's a screw goes through there. So you get the same benefits, the tilt and everything, as the 117, but in a different way. So I'm going to look at this and see how it compares to the 117. As I said, the voltage range is the same, 5 volts to 22 volts. And I'm going to put it on the DL180 I'm reviewing, and I'm going to see how it pans out. I'll show you some in-the-air video footage from the DVR in another video which is coming up. But first of all, I just wanted to show you the difference. In fact, let's take a look at the weights as well, because that's always important. And let's see what we get in the way of weights. Let's go up here so you can see what I see. Here we go. Oh, go, come on. Here we go. So this is the HS11, take that red bracket off because it's not included. The HS1177m, and it's a healthy 14 grams. There you go. Now I'm going to put the HS117 on. It's only 11 grams, even though it's got a case, quite a bit lighter. And let's put the board camera on, the good old 600 TV line board camera, 16 grams. So it falls in the middle between the two, and a couple of grams either way. It's not going to make a lot of difference, is it? Let's be serious about that. Another benefit I like about this little camera is it comes like this. It's got these extra leads here, because obviously with any smart FPV camera, you need to be able to change the settings through the OSD. So it's got quite a familiar cross pattern of buttons that you can use. And one problem that I had with this thing here, look, see, if you want to adjust your settings on your HS117, you've got to use this stupid little joystick thing here, which goes left, right, up and down. You can push it in the middle. So the problem is that this joystick thing comes with a barrel connector for your power and it's normally a BNC connector. If I just disconnect this, because a BNC connector like that, which means you've got to rush out generally and buy one of these BNC to RCA converters, or hack the cable so that you can actually plug this into an LCD monitor or something. It's really hard to set it up so that you're looking at your FPV footage while you're adjusting the camera, because you know it's a lot of farting around to try and make this fit into your FPV video system. But with the new camera, they've done something really, really quite simple and quite clever and quite cool. Here's our camera. We have a lead from our control board, plugs into the back of the camera like so. That'll plug into there, and then the lead off to your FPV, the video off to your FPV, simply plugs into this connector here. So you get a daisy chain from the camera to the board to your FPV transmitter. So you can set it all up and then just take the lead out of there, plug it straight into the back of your camera, and you're all ready to fly. That's brilliant. That's great. So you can actually do the setup on your video glasses. So you make sure you get your contrast, your gamma, and your brilliance settings all right, and your color settings right to match your glasses. And that's a real bonus because I get so tired setting up on an LCD screen and I put my glasses on. It's not quite very good, so I've got to go back and make adjustments. Great solution to that problem. Anyway, there you go. So I will be putting it on the DL180. We'll be taking it up for a fly in a video coming up very shortly. And you'll see it as part of the DL180 review because that's the camera I'll be using. So thank you for watching. If you've got questions, comments, put them in the usual place. I'll do my best to address them. And in the meantime, I will get on with putting this in the DL180 and try and get that footage up really quickly. Bye for now.